Hi, I'm Caryn Bird, performance mindset trainer and sports hypnotist. I have been training athletes in mental toughness for over 17 years now. You know how an athlete, especially elite athletes, have the physical ability and they know that they're good inside, but they lack that bit of confidence to reach their peak performance? Well, when we work with athletes with mindset training and solidifying what we do in the subconscious with hypnosis audios and personal hypnosis, we can change a lot of that self-doubt that stops us or holds us back from being the true professional, strong, aggressive athlete that we want to be into an athlete of belief and confidence and unstoppable, undeniable belief in themselves. I have three elite athlete sons, and they're wrestlers, and we know that's a tough sport also. My oldest son was an Olympic hopeful, a multi-time national champ, went to school for wrestling to college. He was a multi-time, three-time state champ, and what we call a triple crown. So that means he won 3 national championships in 1 year. And he taught me a lot of what I know about mental toughness, about switching the switch, about paying attention to your thoughts, about turning into an apex or an aggressive animal, as funny as that sounds, when you step onto the mat or when you step onto the field. Now, he passed away in a motorcycle accident about 1.5 years ago. And at that time, I decided that my life's mission was to help every athlete, whether amateur or pro or Olympic trial athlete, to get the confidence and the undeniable, unstoppable, unbreakable belief in themselves so that they could reach their peak performance. What they know how to do physically, yet the little piece of the puzzle that's missing back there in that subconscious. So we're going to talk a little bit about creating a blueprint in your mind, because everything that we say and everything we do creates blueprints. Now, your conscious mind has a tendency to think critically, think negatively, and even replay the last time that you didn't do so well. Maybe you missed the ball, or maybe you fumbled something, or maybe you didn't do what you expected to do. And we have a tendency to replay them. What happens is that becomes a pathway, and we think on it again, and the pathway then becomes a road and a highway and even a superhighway. Yet with hypnosis and mindset training, you can put a roadblock in that superhighway and create a new superhighway. We're going to talk about how to do that. Then that path that we just started, by paying attention to the blueprint in our mind, we can then make that a road, a highway, and a superhighway. And all of a sudden, we're in the space of undeniable, unbelievable, unstoppable belief in ourselves. And it's simply by changing the blueprints in our mind. Now, an example of a blueprint is, let's say I told you to think about what you did last night. Just for a moment, think about it. All right, now, you probably created an image in your mind. You saw where you were. You saw what you were wearing and even who you were with. And our mind does that all the time, all day long. If I tell you not to think of a pink elephant, don't imagine how big it is or even the shade of pink, you most likely thought of a pink elephant. The reason is because what we say to ourselves, our thought, our language, creates pictures, blueprints in our mind all the time. So the blueprint in your mind about who you are and how you play is the way that you end up showing up. So how do you show up in life? How do you show up in your sport? That's what creates the way that our body reacts, because it's the blueprint in our mind. So we're going to talk a bit about visualizations as we go through this, and even that self-talk and the power of your thoughts. Now, the blueprint is then linked to our belief system, right? It determines your success. So all clients have a blueprint in their mind, and the blueprint is created by, what's your vision? What's your why? And what I want you to do between now and next time that we meet is just for a few minutes, sit down and even take out a piece of paper and a pen or write it down on your phone or a tablet somewhere about what is your why. Why are you doing this? And what does it look like when you reach those goals? How does it feel? When we talk hypnosis and creating blueprints, so much of it is feelings, right? So what does it feel like when we get the touchdown or the home run, or we reach our goals and we win nationals or even the Super Bowl? What are the feelings that arise? And then think on that. That is your why, right? That is why you do it, is because the victory it feels so good. So start creating that why in the way that you do it. It's the manual that you have in your robotic mind that then affects the way that you perform. So one of the first tips that I want to give you for this week is to pay attention to your thoughts. When we think about our thoughts, it comes from our conscious mind. It's our ego mind. And your thoughts are, possibly and many times a inner mean guy or an inner mean girl that is constantly replaying and constantly yelling at and constantly criticizing. Pay attention to that inner mean guy, that inner mean girl inside you, and pay attention to what it's saying. And when you hear something that is self-doubt or something a champion wouldn't say, stop that thought. And we're going to talk more about some new techniques or some really proven techniques on how to do that. But for now, pay attention to the thoughts. What are you saying? And let's see what else. So critical mind is, like I said, we have a tendency to replay the negative. It's the way we talk about it to ourselves. When I said to you not to think of a pink elephant, I said not to, yet you did it anyways. So our mind, that ego mind, wants to say, don't get nervous, don't have an attitude, don't get angry. Yet we hear the word nervous, angry, bad attitude. Pay attention to what's going on in that head and reframe it. Reframe it to I am, I have, and I feel, and present tense. Just, and again, we'll talk a little bit more about that, but what I wanted to offer you today is not only how your mind works in blueprints. Start thinking about that. Start paying attention to the thoughts in your mind, in your ego mind, and how they are creating pictures in that back blueprint of your mind. And what happens is in our subconscious mind, here's an example of how it works. Let's say you're driving to your destination, whether it's work or practice or a game, and you're thinking about what's going on. You're thinking about what happened that day or what you need to do, and you get to your destination and you think to yourself, I don't remember stopping the stop sign. I don't even remember driving here. What happens is that your conscious mind, that inner mean guy, inner mean girl, was busy thinking. It was analyzing, it was critiquing. And the subconscious mind, the one that does the driving in our life, the one that creates the opportunities for us, the one that does the driving in the way that you really play or perform, that had a blueprint in how to get from destination A to B, or A to B, your destination. And that is what happens in your life too. It's the map, the blueprint that we don't even realize is working in the background. So in the next many sessions together that we have, I'm going to help you create a new blueprint of belief and confidence and, what does that look like? The last thing before I tell you about the audio that you will be getting this month is I wanted to talk to you about creating a contract. Now, a contract is a way of being. It is stepping into the athlete that you would like to be. Now, the contract would be something like, I am a aggressive, amazing, incredible football player. Or I am a strong, aggressive, driven athlete. Or I am a fierce, determined, unstoppable soccer player. Whatever it is, choose 3 words, power words, that you would like to describe yourself, not how you feel, but describe yourself as you step into the athlete that you want to become. So I am a blank, blank, blank And then you can say your sport or you can say athlete. So go ahead and do that and create your contract. And if there's anyone on this website, I'd love to hear what your contract is. And lastly, I have an audio for you, and it is a law of attraction audio. It's created by a colleague of mine, and her name is Victoria Gallagher. And it is, what is law of attraction? Now, I didn't know what law of attraction was 10 years ago. Law of attraction is basically the concept that what you think about, you bring closer to you. So we attract what we think about. If we're thinking about how much we suck, we are attracting that towards us. If we are thinking about how we are the best on the team, or we are working to get to all of our goals, we attract that. Law of attraction is what you think about, the pictures in the back of your mind brings that closer toward you as you work toward it. So the audio that I have for you today, it's a hypnosis audio, and it is on the law of attraction. But first, if you could create your vision, your why, what does it look like when you reach that goal? And then have that solidified in your mind so that in this hypnosis audio, you can then start manifesting, you can then start creating what that is that you get to be. If you have any questions, you can find me at my website, winwithhypnosis.com. Again, it's Caryn Bird. I'm always here to answer questions. Send me a quick email. I'm also here and available if you would like to work with me on a one-on-one basis. We can do Zoom sessions. It's typically about 4 sessions for me to teach you all of the tools and techniques that we can work on together and develop a personalized mental toughness training program to get you to reaching your goals. And whatever it is that you want to work on, we can work on it because I'm the mental coach, right? I want to teach you to be your own mental coach, and I can teach you how to manage your mind, and then you get to do the physical part of it. So it's a mental coach, right? Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Again, it's winwithhypnosis.com and Caryn, and have a great day.